Ask, thank, report, repeat. Of those 4 words, repeat might sound like the least interesting one. Like it just means do it again. But in my experience, repeat is where the real growth happens. And it has 2 meanings that I think are both worth your time. The first meaning is this. When you've done a good job of asking, thanking, and reporting, when you've really followed through on all 3, you've earned the right to ask again. Think about what you've actually done there. You've invited your donor to get involved in meaningful work. You've thanked her in a way that made her feel seen. And you've helped her see that her gift made a difference. We've talked in other videos about how fundraising is mutually beneficial, how both donors and organizations are better off. Once you've asked, thanked, and reported, you've held up your end of that exchange. And because you did, something shifts in your donor. She trusts you. She knows her gifts to your organization actually work. She's more likely to open your next appeal, more likely to give again, more likely to increase her gift. And that's not magic. That's what happens when donors are treated well over time. The organizations that don't do this, that go ask, thank, ask, or that go silent after the gift comes in, are starting from 0 every single time. They're constantly trying to re-earn trust that they never built. The organizations that ask, thank, report aren't starting from 0. They're starting from a foundation, and that foundation gets stronger every time around the loop. The second meaning of repeat is more practical, and I'll keep it brief. You don't have to reinvent your fundraising every year. You can repeat some of it. If an appeal worked last year, run it again this year. Update the story, but keep the structure, keep the offer, keep what worked. Your donors are not reading your appeals in a binder side by side. Quick example for you. If your local grocery store ran a successful campaign for strawberries last summer, do they say, well, we can't talk about strawberries this summer because we did that last summer? No. They run the campaign again. You know the ads they play on the radio? Those are the exact same ads as last year. Look for what you can repeat in your fundraising to save yourself effort and money, and save time that you can use for other things. Repeating what works is not lazy, it's smart. So, ask, thank, report, repeat. And if there's one thing I hope you take away, it's this. You already have a fundraising system. Every organization does. The question is whether it's producing the results you desire. Ask, thank, report, repeat is our way of describing what the most successful organizations do and what you can do too. It's not complicated, and mastering these foundational functions is the key to long-term growth. If you need help, we'd love to help. That's what Better Fundraising is for. We can help you to make your fundraising system and content better.